Well, good afternoon YouTube, it's Tony the Lakeland Biker, and I want to talk about Monday night. That sitting and attack in Manchester at the Ariana Grande is her name, gig. I am so proud about how the city of my birth came together after that incident. The sheer kindness of the people made me proud to be a Manc. The people were just marvellous. The way they just pulled together has been a real credit to this country. What hasn't been a credit to this country has been some of the vitriol I've seen on social media. If you hate, you're just going to get more hate. Now, I've seen all sorts of posts about Muslims, about people from North Africa, about immigrants, and about how we should ban them. And if we reduce ourselves to that level, then in all honesty, they've won. You know, the evil-minded bastards who motivated that 20-year-old to walk into the foyer at the MEN from the train station and blow himself up with a homemade bomb full of nuts and bolts have won. And we're a better country than that. Full stop. We are better than they are. But just because someone shares his religion or shares his ethnic background or his skin colour shouldn't make them a target. For fuck's sake. Car drivers shouldn't make them a target. People shouldn't be pointing the finger at them, because those people driving the taxis and getting those kids out of Manchester on Monday night, many of them were Muslims. Many of the doctors and nurses who were caring for them in the hospitals were Muslims. Now, I'm an atheist. I don't like any religious belief. If it was up to me, we would consign religion to the dustbin of history. But for an awful lot of people on this planet, religion gives them something to cling on to. Both my parents were religious, and after my mother died, the church was very, very much a rock which my dad was able to hang on to. Yes, he had me and my sister and the nieces, but the church gave him something. So I'm not going to condemn religion for that. I'm not going to condemn Islam for what a follower of that religion happened to do on Monday night, because again, if I go round and condemn that religion, they've won. They are forcing me to change my behaviour, and I'm sorry, I'm not prepared to do that. I am not prepared to change how I live my life or what I believe because of them. Because if I've done that, they've won. What I will say is, I'm not one of these namby-pambies who believes we should turn the other cheek. I think anyone we find who was involved in that atrocity on Monday night should be punished. None of this rehabilitation nonsense. They should be punished. They should be found, prosecuted, found guilty, and locked in the deepest, darkest hole Her Majesty owns. No television, no computer access. They can have their holy book, and that's it. And they stay there until they die. Just like we did with Hindley and Brady. Because like the people who motivated that 20-year-old on Monday night, they were evil. And there's no rehabilitating evil people. You punish them. I'm not saying we should kill them. I don't believe in the death penalty, I'll be honest with you. State-sponsored murder is still murder in my book. So all you out there in social media land who are going Muslims this and Muslims that, think about those taxi drivers on Monday night. Think about those people from the coffee shop who were running free teas and coffees out to the coppers who were on duty. They were Muslims, but they were also British. If you go to any cemetery on the continent, British war graves, you will find people buried there with Muslim names. Same as you will with Jewish names, with Christian names, with Hindu names, with Sikh names. This country is built on being inclusive. This country is built on being fair. So come on folks, let's start being inclusive and let's start being fair. Because again, if we stop being inclusive and we stop being fair, then the terrorists have won. And I truly believe this country is better than that. You know, it's in the name, Great Britain. Now, Manchester showed the way on Monday night, just like London did. Just like New York did. Same as Paris did, same as Madrid did. The people pulled together and said, we will not be defeated by these bastards. So before you start spouting on social media about banning this and interning them, think about those people who were called Hussein, who fought in the Second World War. Think, what right have you got to deny them and their families their rights as a British citizen? None whatsoever. We have a principle of innocence until proven guilty. Let's start showing it, especially on social media, because if we carry on hating, we'll just get hatred in return. It's not religious belief, it's not people's ethnic background, it's not their colour, race or creed that is evil. It is human beings who create evil. And I don't believe we British are truly evil people. And I really don't think we will be proven to be so. Anyhow, that's my thoughts on the matter. You all ride safe out there. It's a bank holiday this weekend, so it's going to be bedlam on the roads if the weather's good. There'll be lots of dickheads like this guy in this Kia. So you all ride safe, and to quote a good friend of mine, keep the sunny side up and the rubber side down. Go easy. Toodaloo.